This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for March 10th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. There are a ton of great shows coming to Big Night Live in Boston. Static X, Fear Factory, Dope, and Mushroom Head will be there on March 21st. Vivi will be there on April 2nd, Enslaved on April 6th, and Tarja on June 18th. Tickets are available for all shows, and you can get the details in the concert calendar at mistresscarrie.com. The Cure have announced tour dates that will bring them to the United States for the first time since 2019. The Lost World Tour is going to kick off on May 10th in New Orleans and continue throughout the summer, finishing up July 1st in Miami. Tickets go on sale via Ticketmaster's verified fan sale program beginning March 15th. In a statement, The Cure noted that, quote, apart from a few Hollywood Bowl charity seats, there will be no platinum or dynamically priced tickets on this tour. The tour has one stop in New England coming up June 18th at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Iggy Pop is sitting down with Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers in a new documentary short film that you can watch on YouTube. Called Bitten by Flea, it's available now. The half-hour doc centers on in-depth conversations between the two Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, as well as sitting in the studio with acclaimed producer Andrew Watt. Throughout the video, the pair discuss how the Stooges influenced a very young Flea and how Iggy's songwriting has changed throughout the years. They also talk about receiving a somewhat condescending letter from Bono and much more. In January, Iggy Pop released his latest album, Every Loser, which features production by Andrew Watt, as well as performances from Flea's Red Hot Chili Peppers bandmate, Chad Smith. Flea's also getting ready to launch his own podcast later this month called This Little Light. The long-in-the-works Beetlejuice sequel has apparently found a new star. According to Jeff Sneeder of The Ankler, Tim Burton's Beetlejuice 2 has officially been given the green light, with the original cast members Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and Catherine O'Hara all on board to return. Jenna Ortega also reportedly has an offer to play the daughter of Winona Ryder's character, Lydia Dietz. Production on Beetlejuice 2 could begin in late May or early June in London, according to The Hollywood Reporter. In the meantime, Jenna Ortega is set to host Saturday Night Live this weekend and also stars in Scream 6 that's in theaters starting today. And Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit has just released a new solo album. Wes Borland saying, my brand new solo album, Mutiny in the Starbridge, is out today. Surprise, I've been chipping away at this one since last summer. My brother Scott Thomas Borland contributed cello and string instruments to several tracks as well. For the first time since 1987, vinyl sold more units than CDs in the United States last year. The feat is among the most noteworthy stats from the Recording Industry Association of America's 2022 year-end report that was released today. Consumers bought 41 million vinyl units last year compared to 33 million CDs. While vinyl just surpassed CDs in units, vinyl revenue itself has beat out CDs since the RIAA's 2020 report. As per the most recent report, $1.2 billion in revenue, vinyl now makes up 70% of all physical music sales. A California appeals judge has ruled against Tommy Vext, who sought to avoid payment of his ex-girlfriend Whitney John's legal fees stemming from a 2021 order from a Los Angeles Superior Court judge in relation to a domestic violence case in which Johns was granted a 2-year restraining order in late 2020. Vext is now liable for paying $97,500 of Johns' legal fees after the appeal being tied up since June of 2021, which was when the court first demanded the singer be held accountable for Johns' legal fees. According to John's lawyers, under California law, a person who gets a domestic violence restraining order from a court is entitled to receive lawyer's fees, except in cases where it's found to be frivolous or brought with an improper motive. Tame Impala have shared their first new song written for the upcoming movie Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. The track is called Wings of Time. Kevin Parker, who's suffering from a broken hip, said, quote, being asked to do a track for the D&D soundtrack seemed like an unmissable opportunity to indulge in my longtime love of fantasy prog rock. Styx is issuing a warning to their fans on social media, saying, quote, please be careful out there and refrain from opting into any, quote, official Styx-related programs that are not listed on our website, or engaging with any Styx member accounts that do not have the blue verification mark. And finally, Mike Shinoda has been extremely busy. He's got a couple of songs appearing on the soundtrack for Scream 6, which hit theaters today, collaborating with Demi Lovato, and now releasing a solo song. The single is called In My Head and features Arizona alternative pop songstress Kaylee Morg. If you go to see Scream 6, the song is featured during the closing credits. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 144, featuring Billy Sheehan from the Winery Dogs, is available now.